Listen. I just want to let y'all know, if y'all don't, the champs are here.
The champs are here. The good thing also, the best coach is here.
Yeah.
The best coach is here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again so y'all can clap, because the best coach is here.
The best coach.
I want to hear y'all clap for the best coach. Best coach. I'm not done saying that the best coach is here. The best player.
And Birdman.
The best defensive players here. And somebody was looking for the MVP and they found him tonight. Yeah. Somebody was looking for the MVP and found him tonight. All those bullets. All of them.
I want to say something. I think first of all, man, we really appreciate everyone being here. What Cube and Jeff Kwanzaa and Amy Trask have done. Honestly, man, I was messed up last week with 2 pulled hamstrings, and I just thank God for giving me the ability to play today. I wasn't sure. I talked to my teammates. I talked to Q and Big and Kat and Nancy about it. But man, the man upstairs found a way for me to play, and I'm just really thankful. I had a long road last year, tearing my Achilles, and man, it's something sweet. I was just thinking about watching. I watched Birdman and BIG3 Championship, and I wanted to experience that. And so I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful for all these guys. I have people that I've been known forever. Quentin Richardson, I've known him since the 5th grade. And so for him to play on this team, we played against each other. We played with each other. I'm so thankful for Katino Mobley being my teammate. How many years? A friend.
20 years.
And even like for Birdman, I've been on Birdman for, it's been like 17 years, Bird. And, I remember back when we worked out over in Vegas, and, just humble, very humble guy. And I'm just thankful for as a big baby. For him, this guy should still be playing in the league.
Yes.
And, he sacrificed that to be here. Our player Ryan Gomes went down with a calf injury, but Ryan was a total professional this entire time.
Whole time.
He stayed tall. And then Xavier, and more importantly, Xavier Silas. He's 32 years old. He should be in the league as well. And he's sacrificed. Oh my bad, I gave you 2 more years.
And he dressed like it too.
Yeah, but he sacrificed this year because he's a guy that should be playing, and we're thankful for him to be humble enough to let us rock and let guys play.
And still support us.
The entire time. He was our assistant coach.
Really support though.
Yes.
Real support.
Really support.
And then, I'm going to finish with JYD. JYD has been a guy here who's been working us out. He's been one of the keys for the community and doing things for the BIG3. And we're very thankful for JYD being able to do that. And then Nancy, it's amazing to see her, as a woman coach, to be able to do this. And again, this breaks all genders, right? Where, a man is supposed to coach men. But Nancy has done a phenomenal job, and I'm just really thankful. I really don't want to cry in front of you guys, but I feel like it. But I'm just really thankful.
One more, 50. We gotta shout out Jocelyn. Recording told you how he almost couldn't play the last 2 weeks. This lady right here is single-handedly responsible for all of us being out there.
For a fact.
So thankful. Like literally, 2 weeks ago, she was in Amsterdam because she works with a ton of people all over the world. And she took the time to fly back out here to be with our team.
That's my dog!
We just really thankful.
From Gordon Getty's hamstrings to Big Baby's calf to my poor boy to Q, we just the walking wounded, and Jocelyn just stuck with us, and she's an angel. She's an angel.
She in the ring too.
She's a Bourbon. What do you say? Bourbon was. What do you say to Jocelyn? Mucho take it easy.
Let me say something. Hey fellas, okay. Let me just start because these guys are really amazing. When I had the opportunity to be the coach of this team. I was blessed beyond recognition. And I have coached in the WNBA, I've coached in the NBA, in the NBA D League, and we have a Cub reporter here named Baby, okay? In the front row. So, you know, I get a lot of credit from my guys because they're kind and they're very loving. But let me tell you what, I'm gonna go down the line, and Corey Maggette, there's a reason why this man is the MVP. I have never seen anybody have such a professional routine in how he takes care of his body. The same with Katino Mobley. These guys, you know, they mentioned they've been friends for over 20 years. This, I believe, is the first championship they have won together. And this team is about friendships. It's about growth. It's about caring about one another. We talked about, you know, Corey knowing Q since he was 5 or 6, fifth grade.
Fifth grade.
And then so many people have had a part in our success. You know, Birdman was our top draft pick. And we were sitting there at the draft, and I was with Katino and Corey, and they were locked in. They had already, you know, scoped out and knew how important Chris Anderson would be to us as a player, as a professional, as a winner who has a ring with the Miami Heat. I mean,
And he's signing with the NBA team this
he needs to be on an NBA team.
For a fact.
somewhere.
So everybody has a part. You know, it's not just about the coach. It's about the coach allowing the players to have input. This is a players' league, and you have to allow your players to express themselves. You know, when Q got injured, you know, Ryan stepped in. When Ryan got injured, Xavier stepped in. And I will say this, one of the hardest things in this league is to tell somebody that they're not activated for a game. I actually, you know, I played this game. And to be able to say that to somebody, it's really a struggle for me. I'm not supposed to say that as a coach, but it was a struggle for me every week not to tell X that he wasn't going to play. And the same thing with Ryan. And they took the pressure off of me because they were willing to put the team ahead of themselves. And then I want to go back to Big Baby. This guy, I have watched him. I have called his games on TV. This is a young man that can be in the NBA in a year. He could be there. He's so talented. He's got, you know, he jokes around a lot. This guy's defensive presence, his IQ, how to play this game is off the charts.
Nobody got a bigger heart. Nobody got a bigger heart.
Stick with me.
Yes. And then, you know, Katino has a willingness to give up glory, although he hit the game-winning shot, because he wants to be a great teammate to all of his teammates, and he's willing to sacrifice his individual numbers because he has been playing and wanting to win a championship. So when you have Drome, you know, he's doing clinics for the young three, he's the president of that, he's helping in community with children, and then he's here helping players. And Ryan, and barking like my puppies do not do anything like him. I mean, this is a family. We love each other and we care about each other. And it's your turn, Katina.
You know, I'm just very happy to be in the presence of all, you know, this group. Last year, you know, it was a tough situation. Getting injured and banged up and finishing, you know, 1 or 2 possessions away from the finals. I told Corey Maggette, I said, you know, as long as I got you, I'm cool. We're going to the championship. And am I lying, Corey? Did I not say that? I said that. I said, as long as I got you, I'm okay. I said, and then listen, when we got Birdman, and then they told us Baby was the captain, and we picked Q, and we got X and Ryan. I mean, to me, there was no, we had some tight games, but that's how it is. Sometimes you build people out, sometimes you win by a buzzer beater. It's what it is, but the point is you win. And, you know, I'm not trying to be cocky, but when I came to the Clippers, and I think in 2005, there was a reporter who said to me, I looked at the roster first, and I was talking to Sam Cassell, and I was in Spain, And I was like, you know what, Sam, I'm gonna go to the Clippers. I'm gonna challenge myself more. You know what I'm saying? I said, I like their group. They got Corey Maggette, who averaged 20 in his sleep. They have Elton Brand, who's 20 and 10 in his sleep. I think if me and you go there, bro, I'm telling you, we go to the playoffs. They haven't been to the playoffs in 14 years. So, I mean, there was a laughing. They laughed, basically. So the reporter's like, why are you so cocky and confident? I said, that's what you call me cocky. I'm confident because I've been practicing my whole life. I understand. So I know if I sacrifice, I will be able to help these guys reach something they didn't reach, playoffs, getting a taste of something. And we went to the playoffs then. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's me, but I said, I just want to be a part of something big. I've always been like that. I think I'm a selfless person, and I got selfless guys with me, and that's the reason why we won, because Q gives up his body, Baby gives up his body, X, Bird, Ryan, Jerome. I mean, Corey's just battling all types of injuries, and he's still going out there being an MVP that he is. You know, I mean, it's just, Coach is amazing. You know, when we drafted people, we drafted our character. We were all dogs. We're ready to fight. We're ready to fight, and we're not playing. This ain't no commercial, okay? We're for real. We're for real. We want every smoke you got, we want. So that's just what it is. And it's all respect. We will respect you like men, you respect us. You know what I'm saying? Like human beings, we respect you. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that we came out with this victory the way we did, and fighting and fighting and fighting and get to the finals. Because I told Corey, like I said before, I got you, bro, and I'm okay. I'm okay, and it ended up the way I wanted to be 2018 Big 3 champs.
Amy Trask, also with Big Baby News.
Yeah.
Questions for Coach Lieberman. Does this mean that women now can be involved in sports? Because I'm just kind of wondering.
Yes, I'm going to have to defer.
First of all, I know you don't mean it that way, but that's a disrespectful question for the best coach.
You know I'm teasing, right?
I know you don't mean it that way, but I just want to put that message out there. She's unbelievable. I played for I know Larry Brown, Stan Van Gundy. I played for some great coaches. She right there. She as good as anybody. The first day she came in, first day, from the start, she said, we are going to take this serious and we are going to compete and win. And she took it that way every single day. When we had everybody, they had the 30-minute practices or whatever. Some guys didn't show up for practices. Some teams just shot jumpers or whatever. Every single game, every single practice, we went over stuff. If we played Friday, if this was a regular week, tomorrow by Saturday morning, by the time I got on the plane and landed in the city, we would have a film, we would have exit codes, we would have everything. Am I lying, Katina? When we get off the plane, she's already hit us with the email with everybody in there, and we got plays, we know the tendencies of the next team, we know who scored the most, what they do, everything. She was unbelievable. She was detailed, she was into it, and she was on top of it. I played for some great coaches, and she is right there with whoever you want to name.
Top dog.
I got all of this next to her. She is dope. And not only that, all of our families, to a man, every one of us that got kids, they love her. My daughter went to the store and got candy, her favorite candy. I bring her candy. Every single one of us, our kids love her. That's why we were a great team, because we were a family. And that started right here with Coach.
And let me tell you something, Q. When Nancy's name was suggested to Ice Cube and Jeff Quantnitz and Clyde Drexler, it was a moment for me in my life because no one gave a damn about her gender. And let me tell you something else. Neither does Nancy, and neither do I.
There you go.
And Clean Power is the lucky one. We're the blessed ones for what she just said. We received the blessing that they chose her because we were blessed to have her.
Because you're a woman coach.
Power.
Coach.
Facts.
Okay?
Yo,
Talk to her, baby.
Big Baby, we gotta talk about that post up on Q Godin. That was Shaq-esque. Godin just told me yesterday that he was 0-3 in the finals in state championship, Final Four, and NBA Finals. And he thought that was not to be the charm, but
yeah, it's tough playing Power, man. So, he played a great game, man.
I love Drew Good, though.
I love Drew Good, but I wanted to say, I was dealing with depression before I accepted the contract with you guys. Mentally. Because when I left the game in a different phase. And you guys brought that back to me. And this team stuck by me in spite of what everybody said out there or what they think or what they might see. And I thank you guys for that.
We're a family, bro, you know.
And so it's been a long journey. You know, it's been crazy for me. And this Big 3 organization, the camaraderie, the people, the love, it's a great thing. And I promote this league. As long as I can play a damn basketball game, I will be in the Big 3, for sure.
Bird. We gonna end with Bird.
After that, man. After that. Wow. That's
Take a
inspirational,
look
man.
at the
That's
loads
very,
first. Take a
very
look at the
inspirational.
loads.
No, I mean, without, the people in the back that make this thing happen, from the organization, everybody did a fantastic job putting everything together, and being able to have the opportunity to be drafted by Team Power, even though nobody really knew what I was doing, because I don't do social media. But,
He is the zealot.
But no, it's just been an impressive thing that what these guys have put together as far as the camaraderie with everybody, the team, the guys, team dinners, Nancy Lieberman. Of course she can, coach a different gender or a bunch of, men. She's a mother. I mean, she had a son, and she had a son that turned into a man. So why can't she be one of the ones that coach a man?
She know what the hell she doing. She know this game.
And she obviously has accomplished that. So, just being a part of it, Team Power, in this championship, and the Big 3, it's been great. And I just want to say thank you to everybody, appreciate it.
Big heart. Big heart.
Can we just close? And I think that we've all echoed this. We'd like to thank Ice Cube. We'd
Big
like
time.
to thank Jeff. We'd like to thank Amy for, creating this league. Each of us come from a different path and a different journey, but it brought us together. And together we have the ability to change the world. We are the agent of change, matter of fact. And without this opportunity, we can't do what we do together. And we know we look different, and we know we are different, but our hearts and our minds, we love each other, we care about each other, and we give up for one another. We are going to be friends for life. I
That's a
love their
fact.
children.
That's a
So to the Big 3, thank you for giving us the opportunity to play, and then to this team, thank you for what you did to become a champion. Every man and woman, including Jocelyn, we're so grateful to you for just dedicating yourselves. You could be doing a lot of other things, but you keep giving me a lot of credit, but Clyde Drexler was the coach of this team a year ago, and the cupboards were full. So it's not like I started from scratch. I had some great men to coach, and we built on that. So Clyde, I don't know if you're here.
Yes,
you're in
Clyde.
I just like to say, as far as Cube go, man, I was amazingly impressed. I didn't play last year in the league, but coming here this year and being a part of it, just seeing how he was on the ground floor, pushing, performing, being at, early in the week, being at every station, TV station, going out to the Young 3, doing things with the kids. Cube was unbelievable, and Cube was full, all the way in, more than I ever thought he would be, performing, being in the community, doing things. I did events with him in Chicago, and I take my hat all the way off to Cube. Cube is a great person to put this together, and just the way that he handled himself, the way he committed and put into it, I take my hat all the way off. He's been unbelievable, because I didn't think that he would, I didn't know anything, but I didn't think he would be all the way in. Him, his wife, his family, they've been here all 10 weeks and they've been 10 feet down, 10 toes down, all the way in and pushing this thing. So I mean, Q, major salute, and everybody I know he go hard, bringing celebrities out to come, and just thank you to Q for creating this for the guys, because we really appreciate it. I haven't, since high school, I haven't won a championship, so this, for me, this is huge, and I'm gonna savor it and lift it up like this is a ring. I know it's an NBA ring or what like that, but for us players, we take this so serious. Like I've never stopped thinking that I was a winner. I won in college. I won in high school, and this is my first championship since then.
No, we won eight.
No, we won. Me and Corey won 15 and other nationals. AAU, we kicked everybody but two. And we won a national. I haven't won a championship since high school. I won state, national, but this means something. Don't ever think that the people that play in the Big Three don't take this serious, and it don't mean anything. We take it seriously, all of us as players, and it means something. It really does. This is a league that ain't going nowhere, and we all take it seriously. Everybody cares. Everybody works hard to be ready to play, and this is here to stay. And everybody is taking care of themselves to really come out and be their best and put a good product out there.
Hey, thank you so much, Pow.
Hey, yo, Sweat! Pow! It's your boy, Big Baby. Freestyle crazy. Got your girl in the back of the put me on the show because I could go. Freestyle King, you didn't know. I represent the boot head to toe. Watch your girl, 'cause I'm about to get it.